What's going on, everybody? Cigar Titan here once again with my good friend Brotha Stogies. Say hello to the people.
Titan fan, what up?
Brotha Stogies, we have a special guest in the Stogie Den today.
We do.
Who could that be? This guy.
This guy right here.
We got Cigar Show Tim on the set today.
Yes, we do.
Say hello to the people.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yep, and so we are going to be doing a kind of review / tasting test of some
Titan fan, press this down.
cheap whiskeys.
Yo, y'all are beginners. Hey man, so we budget friendly up in here. We tell you we look out for y'all. You know what I'm saying, with the cheap sticks. We tell you go to luxurycigarclub.com.
Yeah.
We got good stuff, good deals, $8.99, right? Check them out, right? So we got you. So tonight, we all three had to eat real quick because it's gonna be a long night and what we about to bring y'all.
There we go.
Gonna do budget whiskey pairings.
That's right, that's
with
right.
a cigar.
You ready to get started?
Let's get to it.
Let's do it. We'll wait.
I was ready. You ain't gotta wait for me. Shit, this is real life.
Real life.
That's how it goes.
Welcome back, everybody. So like we said at the beginning of the episode, we're going to be doing a cheap whiskey. We'll be getting into some of the better stuff a little bit later on in the episode. But we're also going to be doing it with a cigar pairing today. And these cigars, Cigar Show Tim, you want to talk a little bit about those?
Yes, this is the Espinosa Habano. Great cigar. I've had many times, and I thought, you know what? Coming over to hang out with Cigar Titans, I gotta bring a good stick, so we're gonna be checking out the Espinosa Habano. This is technically a little bit bigger than a Robusto, but most people refer to it as the Robusto size.
I'm excited to get into it.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a little bit of hay, a little soft, almost like sweet earth almost. I haven't had that before, but almost like a sweet earth.
Wait till you get to the cold draw.
Okay.
So I'm getting like a baking spice, almost like a cinnamon savory note to it, with a little bit of breadiness
I get the bread.
and a light toasted note. Light toasted note.
There's something there I can't put my finger on. It reminds me of some type of a food. I get a little bit of the bread there, but I'm not sure what that other note is.
Yeah, for me it's like a cinnamon baking spice, kind of almost like a cinnamon spice bread.
Okay.
I'm almost getting like a dried fruit in there. I don't know if it's like an apricot or
So like a sweeter
like
fruit.
like a raisin almost.
Raisin, yeah, I could see that.
All right, man. So you ready?
I'm ready.
You ready?
Yep.
All right. So we got some bottles up in here from the lowest.
We got bottles.
The bottles.
Lots of bottles.
You know what I'm saying? Plastic glass bottles to the really expensive glass bottles. So we about to drink up in here. So hope y'all pulled up a chair, brought your wife, brought your boy. Y'all got something to drink over there. Cause we getting ready to drink over here too. We're gonna do like a flight simulation.
Right.
Not an airplane flight simulation. We don't have a real flight.
So
I have a feeling though that by the
saying?
time I'm done drinking all this
You may
whiskey,
be flying?
I'm gonna be flying or crashing.
You'll be in princess mode by that time? Got you, bro. Got you. All right. What are we drinking first?
So we're gonna start from the cheapest, and then we'll work our way up. So
Yeah.
today, so I asked our executive assistant if she wouldn't be so kind enough to go out and purchase some cheap bottles of
And
whiskey
she knocked it out of
for
the
us.
park.
And she nailed it.
Right?
She nailed it, right? So we've got American Pride distilled spirits blended whiskey. Now, Brotha Stogie, you were talking a little bit about this whiskey off camera, and you said something that I thought was kind of interesting. What is the percentage of whiskey in this bottle?
So, show the people. I'm gonna talk about it. Show them the bottle so you can see what it looks like. So, this is 20%. It's a blended whiskey, 20% whiskey, and 80% something else. Now, we looked on the bottle. I say
Neutral
something.
spirits.
Neutral spirits. I have no idea what
What
that
is a
means.
neutral spirit?
And we talked amongst each other. We still couldn't find out what that meant.
No
It's
clue.
not on the bottle. So, it's something else.
It looks like a rosé, right?
Looks like a bottle of rosé.
I thought she had bought some wine
Wait,
when I first saw it.
Whiskey rosé. So,
There you go.
Rosé.
so pop it open.
All right.
Let's get the pouring.
Let me go ahead and pop the cork on this.
Screw.
Oh, it just, yeah.
It's a screw top.
It's a screw top.
High class.
How much is this bottle, Cigar Titan?
This bottle went for $5 and some change at Total Wine. So I'm not gonna pour myself first, I'll...
That's enough. That's enough. That's enough.
We got quite a few bottles to get to.
2 gulps. He got 4 gulps into the glass.
He gave you the heavy hand.
Right? Like you just ate. You taste smoke.
Yeah, right?
All right.
All right, so give it a little smell.
Little swirl.
Okay, it's a real faint smell of whiskey.
I was gonna say, do I smell anything?
I was worried that this was gonna be like pure rubbing alcohol.
There's almost no aroma to it.
It's
Yeah.
a seriously faint smell.
Are you sure it doesn't say hydrogen peroxide?
So let's see.
That is really mild.
It tastes like fermented.
Water.
Yes.
Does water ferment?
But yet there's like a tingle burn on my lips after, like in my gums, just a little bit. Just a slight, that's...
That tastes like 20% whiskey.
But it's American, so it's gotta be good. America.
Isn't whiskey technically American anyway? I know that there's, you can correct us in the comments below, but I know that there's a different way of actually spelling whiskey if it hasn't been made and manufactured in the US.
Yes, E is in America. You drop the E, it's not American made.
There you go.
So WHISKEY or WH?
Yeah, WHISKEY is American. WHISKY is not American.
KY, y'all got that?
Not the kind of
I
KY
figured you
you're
focus on
thinking
the
of.
KY.
So pretty much, okay, KY that he poured is in my glass.
All right, so let's move on to the next one, which I believe is the JP.
Okay.
Yep. What do we got here? The JP, was it
All Vanna
Whiskers?
White, this one.
Thank you. The JP Wiser. Wisers? Wisers. Okay. All right.
There you go.
There you go.
Boom, close up.
Ooh.
A tradition of quality and craftsmanship since 1857.
Okay. Well, I mean, the bottle, looks a lot more like your typical whiskey bottle than the last one did. So I'm a little bit more hopeful
This is
about
actually
this one.
an actual color of whiskey.
Right.
Yes, this is the right color, and it's a rye whiskey blended Canadian whiskey.
Oh,
and
shout out to our Canadians watching the channel.
And see, look, Canadian. Where's the E?
Oh, check. Hey, it's WHISKY.
That's right. That's right.
Just the way Brotha Stogie likes it, KY.
Education on the Titans channel. Well, we told y'all gonna learn some stuff over here. Why y'all always pour me first?
We're all drinking at the same time.
Does it matter?
Courtesy. You sweating over there? You a little worried?
Give Princess to drink first this time. Shit.
It's just filling the glass. Why does it matter who's first?
Like I'm being picked on or something.
I should have just set the bottle in front of you. There's your share.
I'll swig the bottle. I'm not driving.
All right.
So whiskey number 2.
So a little sniff.
Still
It
mild.
smells a little stronger.
A little.
There's some sweetness there.
Yes, I smell that too. Like a little bit of, like a syrupy smell almost.
It's like a pungent sweetness, though.
Very faint, but you get a lot. You do get a little bit of that sweetness.
Mm-hmm. There's some creaminess in there too.
It definitely doesn't have that kind of like bite that some of your more stronger whiskeys tend to have. It's a little easier on the palate.
Now, Tim, how much was this bottle?
What was this one?
I believe this one was $10 and some change.
$10
at Total
and
Wine.
We're getting up there real
Right.
slow.
So affordable, right? I mean,
Oh,
this
yeah.
one isn't bad. I wouldn't kick her out of bed, right? So it's not a bad whiskey. It's a little milder than what we're used to drinking, but for $10, I mean, not a bad drink.
So quick comparison, you know what I'm saying? The thing we do on the channel is we try to let people know where they can start off at with cigars.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Start off with a mild body, move on to medium, and then full body, right? So, training sticks are usually mild body cigars. Same concept right here, right? Don't do the rosé whiskey. We won't do that to you.
Yeah, I
But-
can't even recommend it for $5.
You know what I'm saying? Don't do the rosé whiskey.
No way to the rosé.
You come over here in a year from now, both of you, it's still going to be sitting on
You
my
know what I'm
shelf.
saying? And I won't even make fun of you.
You're not even
for
gonna
this
mix it
being
into something
a
else to
full
get rid of
bottle.
it.
You know what I'm saying? But if you want to see, if you want to come over to the whiskey world, whiskey bourbon world, and see what it kind of tastes like, get like a whiff of it, a training bottle right there.
Yeah, that's a very good way to put it. So speaking of mild to medium body things, I would say that that's right where this kind of fits in. I'm actually, this is a mild to medium body, at least so far through the first third of the cigar. So this is one of those cigars that if you're drinking probably some heavier bodied whiskeys, it may actually drown out the flavors.
It will,
of the
it'll
cigar.
overpower it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. What do you get in flavor notes on the cigar, though?
Very light earth on the retrohale, but very smooth retrohale. Like no tearing up right there. That was real smooth. And let's see, flavor notes, almost like a real it's very dry to me. A very dry, subtle, just earth notes. Not really getting too much outside of earth right now, but it's really dry almost.
I'm getting a little bit of breadiness. There's like an earthiness, a little bit of sweet, and some breadiness in there for me.
Everybody dead on. Mild medium cigar, a little bit of that breadiness, very easy on the retrohale. There's still that flavor that's like kind of lingering around. I just cannot for the life of me put my finger on it. I know it's like a food type flavor, but I can't pinpoint exactly what it is. Hopefully it'll come to me later. So
we'll see.
We'll see. Right.
Maybe the further in we get.
Right, then I'm gonna start tasting all kinds of things.
Tastes like rainbows.
All right, so what's next on the list, Brotha Stogie?
Go ahead and put this one down there with the others. And we're gonna do, let's see, Old Overholt Straight Rye Whiskey.
All right, so this bottle was about $17 from Total Wine, 17 and some change. So the 3 bottles that I picked up today were under 40 bucks for all 3.
Did you or did our executive assistant?
Well, I paid for the bottles, she picked them up, so.
So you Instacarted through her.
Right, exactly.
Pennsylvania born, Kentucky distilled. In 1810, Abraham Overholt began distilling rye whiskey in western Pennsylvania, and rye has been our focus ever since. Old Overholt is one of the oldest cornerstones of American rye whiskey.
Okay.
And see, look.
43% alcohol.
Whiskey with an E.
Value, volume, 86 proof.
All right.
86 proof. Boom. See
That's
that?
what we want.
Boom. Old Overholt. Let's see what he tastes
And the
like.
look of these bottles for the cost keeps getting better and better and better.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes. Yeah, the JP Weiser's kind of looks like a knockoff of Jack Daniels.
On this side.
Okay, okay.
Remember, heavy hand. Heavy hand.
Boom, there you go. Let's see. Boom, boom, there we go.
That's a nice skinny finger there.
Yep.
There you go.
That's a fingernail.
I tell you, after the last episode, we were drinking the Terramana tequila.
We were laughing a long time after that video ended.
Bumping into the banister in the house.
Still soft.
Still a very soft aroma to the whiskey. This one has more of a traditional whiskey smell to it, though.
There's a smell of a spice in there.
Yeah.
And for those of our drinkers watching the show, y'all know when we put a little bit of Heaven's Door next to your nose, you gotta jump back a little bit, you know? That's not what we're getting right now.
Mm-mm.
All right.
Here we go.
A little more oomph.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh,
Yep.
Smooth.
Yep.
A little more oomph.
Definitely more of a traditional whiskey flavor.
We're getting close.
Yeah, we're getting there. So for 17 bucks, what's the verdict?
That's not bad.
Another training bottle.
A good training bottle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not bad. It's not one that I would go, oh no, never again.
I think we have these kind of like sectioned out, or we've done this in just the right way. Like the first one, very mild. So if you're somebody that is brand new to whiskey and you're really just trying to figure out what your palate is for whiskey, I'm still not going to recommend that bottle. We're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to bottle number 2.
Right.
Where bottle number 2 is a little bit more along the lines of what you would start to get, but it's a very mild tasting whiskey. So if you're somebody that's not big on the spices or big on, you know, that bite that you get from real good traditional whiskey, that's a good starter bottle. This is kind of like, man, when you're talking about transitions, this is a good stepping stone right before you get into the real good stuff, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So if you're in a bet and somebody says loser's got to take a shot of whiskey, go with the first one.
Go with the first one.
Because it's not going to matter.
Because you're going to be fine all night long. You're not going to have to worry about a thing with 20% whiskey.
20% whiskey, 80% blended, or something else.
Neutral grain.
Right. All right, so.
I tried really hard. I was like, oh, it's coming out.
Right, put it right there.
Break it down.
Put it right,
Right there. You're welcome.
You know what's coming on the video, right? All right, Brotha Stogie. So what is next on our list?
So we're gonna bump it up a little bit. So we went from 17. This next bottle was $19.99.
Okay.
And this is actually one of my personal favorites.
It's a go-to for me.
It's a go-to for you
It
too?
is.
We've actually had it on the show before.
Actually, this is one of the first bottles I popped my whiskey cherry on.
Okay.
And that is, drum roll,
Yes.
Four Roses.
There we go.
There you go. Hey, y'all know about little Four Roses. Hey, so I was in Total Wine, and I was looking for some whiskey, right? And I had in my hand, I had a bottle of vanilla Crown Royal, right? I was like, I don't want to get that one, 'cause I always drink Crown Royal. That's not fair. We can just do something we don't never do on the channel. So, had this in one hand, Crown Royal in the other.
Okay.
Couldn't make a decision. Both good bottles. So
Why
I was
didn't you
like-
come with both of them?
What'd you do?
So I was like, hey, bro, right? Okay. In the middle of the aisle, I'm in there just minding my business. Everybody on the aisle just minding their own business. I was like, bro, he got startled. I don't know because I was black or maybe I just caught him off guard. But I was like, pick Crown Royal, Four Roses. He said, I don't like Crown Royal, but I never had that. So I'll go to this. So I brought this.
Okay, so
I was like, as a matter of fact,
he was rolling the dice on your palate.
right? So I was like, you know what? You should try this for your
So don't hold up the rosé and ask him next time.
Yeah, right?
I don't like Crown Royal, so go with the other stuff. No, don't.
I always like going to Total Wine because they always give you like, and this isn't a knock on Total Wine, but when you're walking down the aisles, like if you look on like where they have the price tags and stuff like that for the different alcohols, they always have like Mary's Choice, and Mary's like, you know, an assistant manager at Total Wine or something, and I'm like, I don't know anything about Mary, so why would that be an impactful thing to help me make this?
It's all sales tactics.
And again, it's not a knock on Total Wine,
No.
but I don't know Mary. I don't know what Mary likes.
You gonna lick the bottle next?
I have to lick my. Hey, y'all done it before. Y'all been there laughing at me, especially during the Premiere Live chat, all right? Y'all do it too.
There's a reason I asked if you were gonna lick the bottle, because you know we've all looked and gone,
Yep.
forget it.
Right? All right, well, go ahead.
Ah, that's a familiar smell to me.
Yeah, that is definitely more in line with what I'm used to getting off of a whiskey.
A lot more flavor coming up to the nostrils
yeah.
and nose hairs.
And in case you guys didn't know, you probably already do, but for anybody watching that doesn't know, when you're smelling a whiskey or any drink like that, keep your mouth open while breathing in through your nose, because with all the flavor receptors in your nose and your mouth,
I'll admit
you'll actually pick up more flavors in whatever the drink is.
I didn't, because as he said that, I opened my mouth. My mouth was closed.
Didn't know that.
So don't go. You can take it all in. Subtle sniff. Subtle sniff, all right?
Don't snort the aroma.
Doing lines of whiskey tonight.
I'm getting hot, though.
Definitely, you get the strength is there.
For sure. It's got that traditional whiskey, like nice bite to it.
Nice and smooth.
Very smooth. Or it could just be because we've done like 3 other shots of whiskey that didn't
No, it's smooth. I mean,
like, burned off the taste buds on my palate. So
it's smooth. I switched it around. You know, normally when you do a taste test for whiskey and bourbon, you want to switch around like Listerine a little bit. Get on.
there you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like that.
You're all welcome for that terrible noise in your ears.
That's good.
That's very good. Nice little spice in the mouth.
I forgot my cigar. That was so good. Have mercy.
This is about at the point where I would say that the whiskey is probably going to start overpowering the flavors of your cigar.
Yeah, we're at a really close balance right now.
Right.
See, if y'all wondering, me personally, I like to balance a nice whiskey or a bourbon with those high flavor transition profiles with a full body cigar. That way I'm not overpowered by that full body Maduro or you know, because you kind of get that.
It's a great way to balance
that cigar high almost, because you kind of need that sugar in there.
Yeah.
So the higher up, the higher grade the bourbon or whiskey, you start getting molasses in there,
right?
Your honeys and stuff.
Well, and you get
like
the
that.
spice from the Maduro, and you get all that in there, and it complements each other very well.
Exactly.
So, what do you think of the cigar so far? Because I don't
Cigar's
think
really good.
either of you have had this before, have you?
I have not had this particular Espinosa. This is really good. Like I said, still a mild medium. Actually, it's probably more along the lines of a medium-bodied cigar.
Starting to get into medium, yeah.
Right. That bread note is still there for sure. Very light cream, and like there's no hint of like at least for me, there's no hint of like a pepper or spice on the back end of this. Retro Hill, like Brotha Stogies said earlier, still very smooth.
Yep.
And that bread for me is almost like a dry wheat.
Okay.
I think that's what it is. It's the wheat.
It's like a dry wheat.
Now you said wheat, right? Not weed.
Now wheat.
You know, in its true form.
White boy got dosey now. You know what I'm saying?
You're welcome.
Jeez.
I'm never coming back, am I?
Wait until that 420 episode.
Invite you back.
Wait until that 420
I'll work the camera. So last but not least, definitely not least with price. So I won this from Instagram Cigar Bourbon or Cigar.Bourbon.
Nice.
Instagram account. I don't remember what I did. I think I shared a post and I won.
That sounds about right.
Tag a couple people.
Tagged a couple people. In fact, I probably tagged you guys back months ago. Who knows? But when I won, he said, okay, what do you want? What are the choices? And I have never had Henry McKenna, even until today. So I thought, sure, I've heard Henry McKenna. I hear it's good. Why not? So this is the 10-year aged single barrel bottled in bond, and it's barrel number 7271, just in case you were curious.
Nice.
But that is what we'll be trying, and it is 100 proof.
And how you know this bottle is legit, y'all, you know, after he shows y'all, the numbers on the bottle are written in Sharpie.
Yep, and it was barreled on May 29th, 2009.
Okay. That's super fancy.
Right? It was written in Sharpie. Have mercy.
Boom.
And we appreciate you bringing your winnings on the show.
You know, it's been sitting at home, and I thought, when am I going to open it? I don't know. And it sat there, and then when you're like, hey, let's do this, and we're talking back and forth, I was like, I got a bottle that'll work.
Right? That's what the community is all about.
You gotta share. You gotta share. Oh wait, this is the only time we'll. Oh no, 4 roses will do too.
Not the.
Yeah,
Right?
not opening the bottle of Sprite.
That safety seal. Not the safety seal on the bourbon.
I don't think my whiskey's supposed to be carbonated.
Right?
Did I give you too much?
I'm good.
That's got the color.
Since that's the last one, you can actually pour me a little bit more. You know?
That's got the color to it too.
It does.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like water.
I got that dark Aunt Jemima color to it. All right, yeah, get it.
Here we go. Just little.
Oh!
I got.
Ask and you shall receive.
Did y'all see this shit?
You can crash out on my couch tonight.
Y'all see this? You know I got
Leslie,
a
he's gonna be
wife to go home to tonight, right?
What did you do?
You know I got homework to
Nothing.
look over for the morning for my kids. You know that, right?
2 + 2 = 5, son.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's
A lot of spice on
Yep.
that.
It's gonna sound dumb saying this, but I'm gonna say it anyways because I'm good at that. You can like smell the like darker flavors in it.
Yeah.
So you can almost tell like the good stuff from the cheap stuff. You see the color
yeah.
in this glass. We started off from a rosé pink.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Whiskey imitator.
Right.
And now we're here. So this is when you start being afraid if you've never drank whiskey or bourbon before. Anything that's this dark, I don't recommend. I don't know about them over there, but I don't recommend you start off this dark.
Well, not at the price point of this bottle for starting off. If I'm not mistaken, and correct down in the comments because I'm good at being wrong, I think this is like an $80 or $90 bottle.
Yeah.
Was that because of the strength or because of the price?
Yep. And that right there, folks, is exactly why this is not where you want to start your whiskey journey.
So
Build up your palate.
right? So what happens is when you take it in, there is a fume that goes out of your nose and mouth at the same time. And you can't keep up with it.
I'm pretty sure that if I was to light my lighter right now, like that,
Torch.
Right?
exactly. That's really good, though.
That is cool.
A little bit of a sweetness on the end of that.
I'm gonna save that down there.
You know what I'm saying? So, Cigar Show Tim. Thank you for coming on our channel, number
Thank
one.
you.
Absolutely.
But where can our viewers find you at?
So I'm on YouTube, youtube.com/Cigar Show Tim. Every week I do a review called Tobacco Talk. Right there, Tobacco Talk, because it's just fun talking about cigars like you guys do, a lot of different topics. Yep. I stick straight to the cigar reviews. Sometimes I'll do technology, Luxury Cigar Club, which we all love, Luxury Cigar Club. Yep. Unboxings I'll do as well. And youtube.com/Cigar Show Tim. I do my reviews. They come out every Thursday.
But that's not the only place they can find you. Where else?
That's true. You can find myself as well as my co-host Brandon, aka Cigar Mechanic, on Down to the Nub, youtube.com/Down to the Nub. Really, really just fun in the industry, faith-based as well. And we've got 2 episodes a week. We do a Sunday show, and then we've got Thursdays where we do a pre-record. And we have a lot of fun with that. You guys have come on. It's just a lot of fun to hang out and just talk with people in the industry.
Guys, if you are not following Cigar Show Tim, go to his channel, give him a follow. Let's get this guy to 1,000 subscribers. We don't push people we don't believe in. This guy is great with his cigar reviews. I think and I've told you this, you know, when we're chatting on text and stuff like this before, Tim, I think one of the best things about how you rate your cigars is you basically do, is it nub worthy or not? And that's kind of the only way to do it. When I'm thinking about if I want to smoke a cigar, I'm only thinking, would I smoke it or wouldn't I?
And if there's somebody watching the channel because it's the first time you checked out the Cigar Titans YouTube channel, he's like, hey, what is Cigar Show Tim talking about with this nub-worthy stuff? Nub-worthy is when you smoke that cigar down to its finish, down to the nub. And that's usually, boom, right there. We can got the little roach of the cigar right there and your lips are burning. That's the nub.
Yep.
So that cigar, that good to where you'll smoke it in its entirety.
Yep, and there are many cigars that we've all had that we can all agree are just absolutely nub-worthy. For me, this is a nub-worthy cigar every time, no matter what. It's just super dependable. And then a little side show.
And thank you to Espinosa Cigars for sponsoring this.
Yes.
Yes.
Jack Tarano sent me these for a series that I'm going through right now with the different beverages and how your drinks affect which is why I mentioned it when we were going through the different whiskeys, how your drinks affect the flavor notes in your cigars. And Espinosa sponsor that entire series, and I figured, you know what, I've got enough cigars, I got to bring them over to Cigar Titans and
we're very grateful that you did.
Right. It's all about teaching. So we try to teach you how to enhance your experience with both your cigars and your spirits, and you got it tonight.
There you go. And if you want to check out the Espinosa Habano, I'm going to plug Little Guy Cigar Shop. Michael Wells is a good friend of mine, and Little Guy Cigar Shop does it right. Customer service, quick shipping, everything like that. And if you want to check out the Espinosa Habano, go to littleguyscigarshop.com. And if you want to save a little more than 10%, use the discount code CM10 and you'll save some money and get some really good cigars. High quality boutique stuff. Doesn't count on his house sticks, but I mean, they're just, you can't go wrong with Little Guy Cigar Shop.
Does he have an Instagram?
He does. He is Little Guy Cigar Shop on Instagram, or go to littleguyscigarshop.com and check him out, and you will not be disappointed.
We'll go ahead and we'll add him into the link below, since we can't link websites that go directly to websites that sell tobacco.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and put his Instagram down below for you guys if you want to check it out. So Brotha Stogie, that's all the time we got today.
I need the rest of the time to finish all this damn drink. And
recover. And recover.
I've only got that much left. What's wrong?
I need this camera to cut
I think
off.
you may have poured him a little bit more than you poured yourself.
You asked for a splash. I gave you a wave.
This right here in a bar will cost you $75. Okay? Then y'all know.
Yeah, you just bought the bottle.
But hey, I hope y'all enjoyed our cheap of the cheapest and the not so cheap of the cheapest whiskey pairings with the Espinosa cigar.
That's right.
If you are new to our channel, subscribe.
Yeah.
Please.
Hey, if you're new to our channel and his, subscribe to his.
That's right.
family affair, right?
There you
Titan
go.
fam, community, all together in the DM.
I feel like I should be doing that too, but I don't know when you're going to.
I felt compelled to get in there too.
I don't know if I'm gonna like start twitching or
It's
what.
like when you're reading lyrics and they got that little ball that goes over each lyric. I felt like
The wheels on the bus go round and round.
let's know you got to get through the rest of this. Come
I
on.
know we got 6 bottles underneath this table right here. See where we at? Let's see. Subscribe. Okay, hit that like button.
That's right.
Because we all like likes.
We
You know
likes
what
our
I'm
likes.
saying? Go to his channel, give him some likes.
There we
You know
go.
what I'm saying?
Tim likes his likes too.
I do.
Shit, it's hard to remember when you had all this. Listen, hit that bell so you get a new notification every time Cigar Titans post a new video.
Well, this came off the rails real quick, didn't it?
Until next time, live how you smoke, smoke how you live. No, I got it wrong again. Smoke how you live how you smoke. And that's smooth, baby.
We'll see you guys next
I
week.
had something to drink this time.
Take care, guys.